Hey, what's up, traders? Welcome to the weekly Forex forecast for the 12th March 2022. So, this time we're going to start with the gold, and gold is very bullish. We can see that on the COT data, how the longs has growth from the 275k to the 364, as well the shorts has been removed. Overall, this current world situation is very bullish for the gold because still the gold is the safe haven to protect you before everything, because I expect, and many analysts of course expects, the hyperinflation. So what I like to see in here is to price to drop into this zone, so which is the 4-hour zone and daily zone, which broke through the latest highs. And if the price retraces here, I will be looking for the entry to the long trades, because the banks are bullish and everything looks very bullish. So yeah, if the price drops below here, I will be looking for the longs. On this 4-hour zone, I will be taking some profit out, and if the price moves a bit higher, then we can go to the 2184. So it could be something like a long-term target, but overall, be very careful, because due to this current situation, volatility is very high and a lot of manipulations from the brokers is happening. So next one is oil. Oil is very bullish too. My latest target was around 125, which actually happened last week in the first minute of the markets after the market has opened. So yeah, it's still very bullish. We can see that the banks still above the 455 longs positions. They're reducing their shorts from the 110 to 93 recently, and currently we are 83% exposure to the long side. So still room to go higher. The war in the Russia and Ukraine helping the price to boost up, and I think there will be some bigger crisis, and price much can go much higher. So this 4-hour zone has been already tested. We have some nice daily zone below here, and as well here is a daily trend line. So if we go down here below this 100, I will start to adding to my positions, the small positions, and then if we go down here, I will be adding more with the potential target 140. Yes, it's not gonna be easy trade. You have to be very patient and hold in it, and it will most likely not go easily up. It will most likely do a lot of things here, but I think this is a great opportunity for to trade current situation. Next one is S&P 500. I don't like to say that, but what we can see here is the this drop in the longs, as well the shorts are somehow cooled off. Overall, we are 60 to 40. We can see the exposure of the net positions is as well dropping rapidly. We can see here some spikes in the net positions, but overall we are going very low. Uh, I think it's absolutely understandable and the normal, because whatever is going to be happening in the world, the big recession is coming. So, from the technical perspective, we can see that we had this 4-hour zone removed, the new zone was created, which was retested now, and now we are going down. This zone was tested, so easily this can break slower, retest, and then we drop lower, right? So this weekly zone is going to be the latest support zone before the big crash, right? So I don't want to look too much further, but I think it's might gonna happen. Okay, the next one will be dollar index is very bullish. It's obvious. We can see that in the COT data, banks are adding the longs. They have still cooled off shorts, right? So still overall 79 to 21 is very bullish. What we can see here in the last week, so we can see the break through this two zones. So they've been removed. It has created this latest zone. So last week the price dropped down, retested, and move higher, right? So most likely we will continue up to the top of the channel around the 100 or 102, something like this level. So overall dollar is bullish, remember that, and we will see how it can affect the next pair. So next one is going to be Aussie. Aussie is a quite bit strange now. I mean, in the terms when we are looking to the COT data, because look at this. It's still bearish, right? We still can see minus 78 net positions, but how the Aussie could move higher so much up when the positions were negative. I will explain you right now, because look here on the bottom. When the positions were extremely bearish in the November, so since then the banks are actually closing these shorts, right? So these shorts actually went uh, from 113 to the 97, right? So basically they getting rid of the shorts, but they did not bring any big longs positions, right? So it was probably some pullback, some profit taking from the shorts. And now we reach this daily zone and almost this top of the channel, right? It break lower. It has removed this latest 4 hour zone, which I don't have drawn here. Then price retraces, right? So most likely what we will see in here is, as we have the strong dollar, and this is, they still have a lot of bearish positions. I think they would like to be closing them lower. So for the next week, I will be looking for the drop to this 4 hour zone on the Aussie. Next one is euro. Euro as well, very confusing. I think here is a big manipulation going on. We can see that the banks has been building the longs positions. Currently, they had 242 reported in here. Then the price removed this zone and retraced back down here, right? But uh, yeah, the price can do something in here. I would be actually happy because I entered it long in here. But right now, I of course have to be objective, and I must admit that my analysis it might wrong, because what could happen is that the price will break through this zone, which will actually create a new zone, and it will be here. It will be this one. So then the price will retrace into this zone, and then we can continue lower to this daily zone, right? So yes, the banks looks bullish, but what they can do, they can be of course hedging, because this is a non-commercials, and on the other side there is a commercials as well, which you can see in my app. The link is below this video, and so they are in the hedge and they can be building the positions. But for me and you might, if the price goes down 100 pips, it's quite a little bit stressful, right? But they can be building the positions on the 500 pips. So even they building these longs, they can be doing it for very very low prices, right? But yeah, it's the one possible scenario. Another scenario is that basically they are wrong, because they can be wrong as well. These commercials, it doesn't have to be the hedge funds. Actually, the hedge funds can be wrong as well, right? So yeah, they can be losing too, and maybe the fear of the and the uncertainty in the eurozone during the war between this Ukraine and these things. Euro could have the big problems with as well, the supply chains with the gas and the oil from the Russia and all these things. So maybe that's why the euro could be dropping lower. So now the technical analysis and the COT doesn't have to work, because these geopolitical things can take it, of course. So yeah, so we will see. uh, for in my opinion, it's going lower. This one is pound. Pound has dropped as I expected, and it has removed these two zones, right? So weekly and daily. Sorry, I just wanted to take this one, right? So these two have been removed by this one. So if the price retrace, it will most likely go down into this bottom of the channel. It's very easy to see it, right? Okay, the banks has added some longs positions in this period since the latest report to this current one, but it's nothing extra. They still have much more long. So if they're gonna be building the positions, it's gonna take here at least before we will see some pullback, right? Okay, next one will be USD CAD. USD CAD latest week, I had analyzed expecting the price to go higher. It actually just touched this 4 hour zone and retraced back again. So I'm still expecting the price go higher again, because now we have touched into these zones, and yeah, it's simply bullish for me. We don't see big longs positions yet. They building it somehow from 34k to the 40, but what we can see with the shorts, they've been dropping, right? So overall, yes, it's still somehow bearish here, but this bearishness is being released out. So I'm bullish on this one, and I think we will see move up above this level to this daily zone, right? So yeah, I'm bullish on the USD cat. Next one is USDJPY. This one was actually amazing because I've been expecting for some time to take this liquidity zone out, right? You can see that in my previous analysis. When you have somewhere these equal highs, they most likely be taken out because in here, the banksters, they've been still showing some ways for the shorts, right? So people being attracted in these shorts, and then it's go up like this. So yeah, what I'm expecting in here is the price to move a little bit higher into this top of the channel, which is actually defined by these free touches, right? So but I think many people can see this channel, right? So maybe we will see some violation in here, some overextended move higher, and then some sharp drop down, right? So yeah, uh, I'm actually in the short on the USDJPY and AUDJPY because I think we will see the reversal on this one very soon. So yeah, USDJPY, it's still bullish. I mean, if the price will move a little bit lower here, then you can take a long ride. But if it will go up without a bigger correction, then you can expect pullback. All right, and what's the next one? Next one is a BTC. Okay, BTC. Still, many people is telling we are printing bottom and this and that, but even I love BTC, and I still holding two BTC, but my entry is below the 15K. Overall, I had the first BTC on the 3K when the price actually when the price actually break through this trend line. I've been entering somewhere here, right? Of course, it's painful when you don't take a profit on the 15K and then it drops back down, right? But anyway, I hold it, and then I start to buying the another BTC when the price was above here, right? So my another BTC cost me three times more than the first one. So overall, my average price is around this 15K, somewhere here. I think somewhere here. So overall, if the price will go below here, I still will be in the profit. And yes, of course, I'm bullish overall, but to be honest, what I think we must see first is this dip down, right? Because I hate to say that, but the BTC, it's still very much correlating with S&P 500, and as well, what I think is that this zone is a liquidity zone, right? And um, a lot of money will be here, and I don't think that without some manipulation like this to these zones, we cannot go up like this. I think it's simply not gonna happen because I think yeah, that's just my opinion. I think we need to see this drop down before the price will go higher, right? So it's same on the Ethereum. I think this weekly zone has to be tested more, or even this liquidity zone below these levels must be visited uh, before we go up, right? So yeah, overall, this is not, of course, any investment advice. Do your own analysis before you take any trade, and I wish you happy trading, my friends. Bye bye.